So, on behalf of all of us, I want to say thank you. So what we like to do for special people is we like to recognize them through a proclamation. And this proclamation reads as follows. Whereas Warson Woods Alderman Gordon Gosch enlisted in the Navy immediately after graduation from high school in 1945, while the United States was still enmeshed in World War II, and whereas, as part of his service in the Navy, Gordon underwent medical training and became an operating room technician and was put in charge of the U.S. Naval Hospital in the Aleutian Islands and the operating room aboard the USS Helena CA-75, the flagship of the 7th Fleet. Is that right? And whereas Gordon was discharged from the Navy as a pharmacist's mate first class in 1949, where he began to study at the University of Toledo. And whereas his studies were interrupted in 1950 when the Korean War started and the Navy called Gordon back because of a shortage of operating room technicians when he was stationed on USS Midway CVB-41 carrier, the flagship of the 6th Fleet, for 18 months from 1951 to 1952. And whereas, as such, Gordon has faithfully served his country in 2 wars, World War II and the Korean War, and in recognition of that service has received medals during his military service, including World War II, National Defense, the American Campaign, the Navy Occupation, the Asiatic Pacific Campaign, and the China Occupation. And whereas, on April 22nd, 2017, in further recognition of Gordon's service to the United States, his countrymen will be paying that service back through an honor flight to Washington, D.C. to visit and reflect at the memorials for the veterans of World War II and the Korean War. And whereas, in addition to his service to his country, Gordon has also served his local community, Warson Woods, by serving as president of the Aldermanic Board, city arborist, acting park commissioner, emergency response manager, communications manager, and chairman of the Public Safety Committee. Now, therefore, I, Laurance M. Howe, mayor of the city of Warson Woods, Missouri, with the full support and authority of the Board of Aldermen, do hereby proclaim April 18, 2017 to be Gordon Gosch Day in the city of Warson Woods, and encourage all citizens to join with me in recognizing the contributions of Gordon Gosch and in remembering always that we would not possess our cherished freedom but for the previous service and sacrifice of our veterans like Gordon Gosch.
Thank you all for being here. I'm so grateful. I knew that there were a lot of special people in my life, and to have all of you here at one time is just the greatest privilege I could ever have imagined. Maybe even beyond my imagination. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your kind words, Larry. I just can't tell you how deeply grateful I am that you would say those words and that you would be here. Having you here has made this the greatest day of my life. And I thank you for being here. Thank you for all of you.